Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, we seek the blessing of Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gaunitai, Sri Jagannath Dev Subhadra, and so that we can go through the chapter 1, the second part of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So, this is the Bhakti Gyan course, and we'll be looking at the different lessons derived from the Bhagavad Gita, which we can apply in our daily life. So, this is very special for us because as we don't have spiritual vision, we are compared to Dhritarashtra, and we can't really understand what is spirituality. So when we go through it, then when we go through Srimad Bhagavad Gita, then we are given hints, we are given directions how we can lead the spiritual life. So lower the expectations, that we don't get frustration in our life. And then we have to watch our thoughts, words, actions, and our possessions can assist people. So this we have been looking last time. So we are up to text 20 now. Would like to read the English part. Shama Malini, would you like to read the English part?
No, sorry, Mataji, I can't. I'm at work. Sorry.
Okay, Mataji. Sitaram Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Text.
I'll be reading the.
Yes.
I read the Sanskrit one, and you read the English one. Okay.
What you desire.
Okay. Text 20, chapter 1. Atavyavasthitan drishtva dhartarashtran kapidvaja pravritte shastra sampante dhanur udyamya pandava Rishikesham tada vakyam idam aha mahepate.
Translation. At the time Arjun, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Krishna these words.
Text 21-22. Arjuna uvacha tenayor ubhayor madhye ratam sthapaya chutya yavad itani riksheham yudhu kamam avasthitan kairmaya saha yudhavyam asmin rana samudyame.
Translation. Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms.
23. Yodhyamanan aveksheham ya etetra samagata dhartarashtrasya durbuddher yuddhe priya chikirshavaha.
Translation. Let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the able-minded son of Dhritarashtra.
24. Sanjaya uvacha evam ukto rishikesho gurakeshena bharata senayor ubhayor madhye thapayitva rathottamam.
Translation. Sanjaya said, O descendant of Bharat, Having thus been addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna drew up the fine chariot in the midst of the armies of the both parties.
Text 25. Bhishma Drona Pramukhata Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam Uvacha Partha Pashyaitan Samavetan Kurun iti.
Translation. In the presence of Bhishma, Drona, and all the other chieftains of the world, the Lord said, just behold, Partha, all the Kurus assembled here.
Text 26. Tatra pashyat sthitan Partha Pitrin atha pitamahan Acharyan matulan bhratrin Putran pautran sakhin statha Swashuran suridaschaiva Senayor ubhayorapi.
Translation. There Arjuna could see within the midst of the armies of both parties his fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncle, brothers, sons, grandson, friend, and also his father-in-law and well-wishers.
Text 27. Tan samikshya sakonteya sarvan bandhun avasthitan kripaya paraya vishto vishedan nidam apravit.
Translation. When the sons of Kunti, Arjuna, saw these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus.
So the summary of the verses 20 to 27. Arjuna wants to take a final look at the armies. He orders Krishna, his transcendental charioteer, to drive to the middle of the battlefield so he can assess the situation. Krishna takes Arjuna in front of Bhishma, the greatest challenge. Lesson 4. Despite the intensity of the situation, Arjuna takes time to reflect. Life may be crammed with responsibilities and pressing issues, but the usual excuse of no time should not impede our soul searching or any spiritual activity. Hope you want to comment, Prabhuji?
Yeah, only that it's amazing how Arjuna is facing such a situation, yet he's willing to take out time to assess the situation as well. And we also have this Mahabharata going on all the time within our own lives. So this is an amazing example where we just reassess, stop, rethink. It's very, very interesting how Arjuna is doing this.
Yes, Prabhu. And of course, we shouldn't say that we have no time. We shouldn't find any excuse saying that we don't have time for any spiritual activity or any service. So we should, in fact, search for this time or keep some time for God, for our service, for our for our chanting or mantras, etc. It's really important for our life. And I just want to add something. Tomorrow there is food day. So food day at school means everyone will cook something and will serve. Even they are selling non-veg thing, but I just find it an opportunity to do something. So I prepared some pickles, and I'm sure everyone will love it. So for me, it's even participating is giving some prasad to everyone.
Yeah, very true. Every opportunity is good. Try to bring Krishna in people's lives. Very important. Through prasad is a very good way, especially when people are not so, enthusiastic to serve the Lord. They serve through taking prasad. It's very interesting. And also it's very, Krishna sort of, well, he knew what was going on in Arjun's mind. So Krishna didn't take him to, a corner of the battlefield where there were some perhaps not so worthy warriors. He took him right in front of his grandfather, Bhishma. This is typical how Krishna, he puts the biggest challenge right in front of you straight away. So I think often we also face the same sort of issue. We think, wow, I can't handle this. This is just too much. Krishna's help, Krishna, please. You put my biggest fear is right in front of me. And where are you, my Lord? So sometimes we may feel like that. And this is what he's done to Arjun. He's taken him right in front of Bhishma. He's the greatest warrior at that time. And the one that Arjun loved the most on that battlefield. And of course, Krishna's there and he's always with us as well. So it's not that he abandons us. He just gives us the opportunity to deal with our biggest issues, and he's there right in front of us.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, this is what is like Arjun says, like a living jiva, our jiva soul, and Krishna is the supreme soul. So, like Arjun, we are also jivas, and at times we have to take all this type of the decision. And Arjun was not something like a coward, but he was a great warrior. He knew what he was doing, and but this is an example that his vision has been covered by Yogamaya, so that we can ask the questions. Arjun can ask the questions like what we would feel in that situation, and this is what is done by Krishna for our benefit. All the Bhagavad Gita that was spoken was for our benefit and not for just for Arjuna, because as you say, Arjuna is like us, like a jiva soul.
Correct. Excellent. Good point, anyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So shall we carry on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would Prabha Mataji, would you like to read the English?
Telling me
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Okay. Text 28. Arjuna Vacha Drishtvaimam Swajanam Krishna Vibhuttam Samupasthitam Sidanti Mama Gatrani Mukham Cha Parishushyati. Yes, Mataji?
Hare Krishna translation. Arjun said, "My dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth is drying up." Hare Krishna.
29. Vepatuscha sharire me romaharshascha jayate gandivam sati hastat tvakchaiva paridahyate.
Translation. My whole body is trembling, my hair is standing on the end, my bow Gandiva is slipping from my hand, and my skin is burning. Hare Krishna.
30. Nacha shaknomi avasthatum brahmativa cha me mana nimittani cha pashyami viparitani keshava.
Translation. I am now unable to stand here any longer. I'm forgetting myself, and my mind is reeling. I see only causes of misfortune. O Krishna, killer of the Kesi demon. Hare Krishna.
The summary of verses 28 to 30. Foreseeing the imminent suffering and death that is inevitable consequence of war, Arjuna begins to analyze his predicament. At this stage, bereft of broader spiritual vision, he becomes bewildered. Lesson 5. Krishna will bring us to face our unwanted challenges according to our ability, and we should not be shaken by these challenges. The more we sweat in peace, the less we will bleed in war. When we practice bhakti, when the situation is calm and good, then we will be able to face the challenging situations when they come. Comments?
This is the Indian army saying, the more we sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. So the harder we work when life is a little bit more relaxed, the harder we work at that time. When the tough challenges come, we'll be able to deal with those. Sometimes we can get complacent. Oh, life's very easy. It's so nice in this world. No problem. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to a party. But actually, those are times when we work hard. We study hard. We chant harder. Because then when the tough times come, we're ready. Because the tough times will come. No doubt about it.
Yeah, just the same as you said that we are young and we have time. We have still have time to do prayers and read Bhagavad Gita. We do it afterwards. So we keep enjoying and we say, afterwards we'll have time. When we retire, we'll have time.
Yeah.
I remember Guru Maharaj, the first day we met, or maybe second day we met Guru Maharaj. So he asked my Pitaji what he was doing. So my Pitaji said he has retired now, so he's at home and he's taking care of such and such. So Guru Maharaj said, how many runs do you chant? My Pitaji said, no, I don't chant any run. So Guru Maharaj said, when will there be time to start chanting? You have already retired. So you should be thinking that you're already coming close to death. You never know when you're going to die. So when will you start chanting? So yeah, really, Guru Maharaj shook every one of us.
Everybody up,
Yeah, we have to take to bhakti very seriously.
Yeah. Guru Maharaj was expert at that. It was very good, very good.
Yeah.
Can I ask some question, Prabhuji?
Sure.
Mataji, why does Krishna is expressed here as killer of the Keshi demon in this particular part of Bhagavad Gita? A particular reason behind it?
There will be, and I think in the purport, the Lord does explain. Prabhupada explains. I think Keshi was Keshi.
Keshi, isn't that horse? That was the
horse, yeah. Also, he symbolizes doubt. I think Keshi symbolizes the anartha of doubt. So this is why Arjuna is asking Krishna, kill out the Keshi demon, destroy my doubt.
Okay.
Something like that. Okay.
Mataji, would you like to read the translation now?
Yes,
Me. Is it me again? Yeah.
Puja Mataji.
Oh, Puja. Okay. Sorry.
Text 31.
Hare Krishna.
न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनम् आहवे न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च.
I do not see how good can come from killing my own kinsmen in this battle, nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness.
Text 32 to 35. Kim no rajyena govinda kim bhogairjivitena va yesham arthe kangshitam no rajyam bhoga sukhani cha taimeva sthita yuddhe pranamste त्यक्त्वा धनानि च आचार्य पितर पुत्रास्तथैव च पितामहा मातुला स्वशूरा पौत्रा स्वाला सम्बन्धिनस्तथा एतान् न हन्तुम् इच्छामि न तोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतो किं नु मही कृते निहत्य धार्तराष्ट्रान्न का प्रीतिः स्वाज्जनार्दन.
Translation: O Govinda, of what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself, when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on this battlefield? O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, fathers-in-law, grandsons, brothers-in-law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? O maintainer of all living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the three worlds, let alone this earth. What pleasure will we derive from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? Hare Krishna.
Text 36. Papam evashayet asman hattvaitan atatayina tasmanarhavayam hantum dhartarashtran sabandhavam swajanam hi katam hatva sukhina shyama madhava.
Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of the fortune, and how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen?
Text 37-30. Yadyabhyete na pashyanti lobhopahata chetasa kulakshaya kritam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam katham na gyeyam asmadhi papad asman nivartitum kulakshaya kritam dosham Prapashyadbir-janardhana.
O Janardhan, although this man, with their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin?
Text 39. Kulakshaye pranashyanti kuladharma sanatana dharme nashti kulam krishnam adharmo bhi bhavatyuta.
With the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family become involved in irreligion.
Text 40. Adharma bibhavat Krishna pradushyanti kulastriya strishu dushtasu varshneya jayate varna sankaraha.
When irreligion is prominent in the family, O Krishna, the women of the family become polluted, and from the degradation of womanhood, O descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted progeny.
41. Sankaro narakayaiva kulagnanam kulasya cha patanti pitaro hyesham lupta pindodaka kriya.
An increase of unwanted population certainly causes hellish life, both for the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. The ancestors of such corrupt families fall down because the performances for offering them food and water are entirely stopped.
Doshe etai kulagnanam varna sankara karakai Utsadyante jati dharma kula dharmasya shashvata.
By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated.
Text 43. Utsanna kula dharmanam manushyanam janardana narake niyatam vaso bhavati tyanushruma.
O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I've heard by disciplic succession that those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell.
Text 44. Aho bata mahat papam karatum vyavasita vayam yaradrajya sukhalobhena hantum swajanam udyata.
Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts. Driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, we are intent on killing our own kinsmen.
Text 45. Yadi mam apratikaram ashastram shastrapanaya dhartarashtrarane hanyus tanme kshemataram bhavet.
Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield.
Text 46. Sanjaya uvacha evam uktvarjuna sankhye rathopastha upavishat vishriya sasharam chapam shokasam vignamanasaha.
Sanjay said, Arjun, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. End of chapter 1, Arjun Vishad Yoga. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, thank you. So this is the end of chapter 1. So let's see the summary of the verses 31 to 46. Arjuna justifies his decision to retreat from fighting. Compassion. It would be cruel and heartless to prematurely terminate the lives of so many soldiers. Enjoyment. Even an unrivaled kingdom would bring no happiness since he'd be bereft of the company of his near and dear ones. Sin. What would surely accrue bad karma as a result of such brutal violence? Destruction of family. The wholesale killing involved would destroy the family unit and social structure, causing havoc for future generations. So Arjuna resolves not to fight because of these 4 different reasons. Lesson 6. We often come up excuses not to do bhakti. Example, too young to do tapasya, or let me enjoy my senses, stopping worshipping demigods, or Krishna consciousness not in family tradition. Also, we have no time. We will do bhakti when we are old. We have to be very careful of all our excuses, as these may hamper our progress in Krishna consciousness. Prabhuji, any comments?
We try to link the sort of what Arjun was giving as excuses and the sort of normal excuses that we also come up with. And they sort of marry up, we have so many reasons why we don't want to do bhakti. Just like Arjun had so many reasons why he didn't want to do his duty. So we have to be very careful. If we want an excuse, Krishna will give us 1,000 excuses. If we want an excuse, he will give us reasons not to do any bhakti. If we want to do bhakti, he will give us the opportunity to do that. Whatever our desire is, he'll fulfill it. So if we have this humble mood, I want to serve my Lord, I want to do something, then naturally service will just come. You will attract the service, and the service will attract us as well. So it's a natural thing. But if we want to say, no, I'll do it later, I'll do it, our family tradition is different, and, it's some other excuse. Let me enjoy myself while I'm young, etc. Don't have any time, I'm busy. Well, Krishna will make sure that we're so busy that there's no opportunity for bhakti. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful. I think everybody has this sort of experience that when we want to do something, somehow it just happens. When we don't want to do something, that also happens. So I think we always have to be in this mood of, I want to serve, I want to serve, I want to, please let me do something for you, my Lord. Praveen, anything you'd like to ask?
Yeah, Arjun didn't wanted to fight because he thought fighting with other all the communities, he thought it will be sinful. That's why he didn't wanted to do it. And just now what you mentioned about you want to do and you don't want to do, and things just obviously happen. I think we should have a faith in it. If you want to do something, and then you keep a faith in it, time will come, it will happen. But sometimes it doesn't happen straight away.
Excellent point. Excellent point.
Because the way you describe now, that we keep saying, oh, I will do this in future, I will do this in future. And even in the starting also, there was a thing that you want, when you're young, our parents are telling, do bhakti, bhakti. But that time we are young and we don't know, we just say, we'll do it. And then the time comes, you get older, then you can't do bhakti. So for my experience, I'm just saying, we can teach the children doing the bhaktis, but it is up to children to take that thing in their heart, to do the bhakti from the young age.
Yeah.
That was in the starting. I wanted to mention that time, but I just remember Sasana mentioned it now. But it is inside us, and the faith, you have to keep it in. I want to share you something just now about our community. One of the sons' father said 27 years ago that I want to do a Bhagavad Saptah. Right. But father is in India. He hasn't got no money. But he is telling his son that do the Bhagavad. But do the Bhagavad Saptah when you have got money and you do it. But it is difficult to do a Bhagavad Saptah, like calling the community family and having the 7 days and giving the dinner, and you start from the morning, you keep a big hall, things like that. So it didn't happen. The son couldn't fulfill his father's wishes. Father passed away, mother passed away. And then the son also passed away. Oh. But son couldn't even fulfill his father's wishes. But son said to his wife that my father had a wish that was like 27 years ago. And could you fulfill my wish? to do a Bhagavad Sapta whenever you got money. But now, because the son had got the cancer, so he couldn't finish, he couldn't fulfill the father wish. So he told his wife to do it when you got money. Now the time has come, and they are doing that Sapta after 27 years. And I think it is in July, no, August.
Good,
Wow.
good.
And
Amazing.
it is after 27 years. So you keep the faith, time will come and it
Time will
happens.
come. Time will come. Yeah. Very good. Excellent.
This is the just general experience. At present it happened. That's why I'm telling you. So we have to keep faith. It doesn't happen straight away.
Mm.
And you, I mean, obviously, you need money also.
Yeah.
The wealth.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
No,
you.
thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Okay, Nanivan, anything from your side?
Yes, I'm just surprised at what Arjuna was thinking about those 5,000 years ago. It all is true, relevant even today.
Yeah.
What is happening now? So it is such a amazing thing that things, life has not changed.
No.
No, we are still the same.
Same
Yes.
excuses, yeah.
The excuse is not everything the same. We don't want to do anything, and we want to do, and then all these things will happen. But as I think there is from what Prabhupada Mataji has told us, that there's a time for things to happen. That is what Krishna is telling us to do. Keep faith in it, and the time will come when things will be done.
Yeah.
My other sort of realization is that Krishna is addressed by so many different names in this so far.
Yeah. Yes.
Each one should have a meaning behind it, isn't it?
It is. Everyone has a meaning behind it. You're absolutely spot on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very true. I can't remember exactly what they are, but yes, that is absolutely right.
One of them is Janardhan, isn't it? Janardhan means, does it mean the Jan means public, and Adan means sort of one who cares of the public, or one who is sort of
Janardhan.
Janardhan. Jan means the public, I know.
Yes. Yes. I can't remember, but you're right. Each one has a special meaning. Arjun gave Krishna that name or spoke that name for a specific reason every time.
I will look into it. What does Janardhan mean?
Yeah, if you could, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I think the Prabhupada does explain most of the names. Yeah, he does explain most of them.
Janardhan means maintainer of all living entities.
Yes, maintainer for living. Thank you, Mataji.
Good. Okay, thank you.
So shall we go to another summary of the chapter 1?
Oh, yeah.
So we have a certain picture of success, usually based on our friends, family, society, and media opinions or influence. And we shape our lives in determined pursuance of it. However, at some point, we begin to doubt whether that perfect life is achievable or will actually make us happy, and question the materialistic goals, aspirations, and milestones of success that have become deeply ingrained within us, practically from birth. So could there be some deeper purpose to life? While this initial doubt can often bring great uncertainty and confusion, it can also bring us to the start of a spiritual journey. It is this very doubt that Arjuna expresses on the onset of this sacred conversation. However, Krishna was silent because Arjuna was not looking for answers from him at this stage. We think we know what we want in order to become happy, and simply want the Lord to fulfill our desires.
What is the last sentence? Just 1 second.
Yeah.
Krishna was silent. I think that because Arjuna was not looking for answers from him at this stage. We think we know what we want in order to become happy, and simply want the Lord to fulfill our desires.
So we know the solution. That's what we're saying to Krishna. I know the solution, Krishna. This is the solution. Give it to me. So
Okay.
Krishna remains silent. We can't hear Krishna because we're not giving Krishna a chance to help us, because we're thinking, hey, I know the solution, Krishna. Just become my order fulfiller and I'll be happy. So Krishna in those situations, okay, fine, you know. But as soon as Arjuna turned to Krishna in the next chapter, then Krishna spoke. So we are in the same boat. As long as we are thinking, I know what my problem is, I know what the solution is, Krishna will just remain silent. But as soon as we surrender and say, Krishna, I'm just lost, please help me, then it's the beginning of the process where Krishna starts to guide us. We're giving Krishna an opportunity to guide us.
So what you're saying that we want Krishna, now what I was thinking is that we want Krishna to fulfill our desires.
That's it. Spot on. Spot on.
Yeah.
And we know what the problem is.
We
And
know what-
we know what the solution is. So we're not giving Krishna a chance to help us, with our issues, because we're thinking we already know everything.
Mm. I think there's a lesson to learn that when somebody in our mundane life, when somebody is talking to us about their problems, I think we should remain silent at that time as well.
Yes. Yes, hear them out.
Hear them out first. Yes, hear them out, because sometimes we tend to sort of jump in between and start to ask questions on what they're already telling us. We question what they are telling us.
Right. Yeah,
That's-
makes sense. Makes sense.
Can I speak, please?
Of
Hare Krishna.
course.
What was the lady just now speaking her name?
Well, she's got many names. I call her Naniben, but you can call her.
Yeah, Naniben Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Whatever you mentioned just now, it is true, because sometimes people have their problems, and when they are talking, we don't listen, and
Yes.
we start speaking in front, in between. And it is right, because it sometimes happened to me myself, somebody talking and then I start talking in between, and then I said, no, that is not right, I have to hear them first. When they finish, then you start talking. And this is happening all the time.
Mhm.
So I believe you what you said just now.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd just like to add something. The start of our spiritual journeys with this question: is there any deeper purpose of life? So, any doubt, any challenges, anything that is happening in our life, or maybe happiness, this question is rather important in our life. So, when we seek for a deeper purpose, a deeper meaning of life given to us, why are we here? Why? What I am supposed to be doing is only material life, going to work, going studying, and happy family life, or whatever are we doing? Is it only the simple thing that we have to do in life, or is there more than that? So then this question bring us to the start of our spiritual journey. Then we'll seek for spiritual knowledge, we'll seek for reading and going to sages, swamis, and then we can really know what is spiritual life, what is the purpose, the real purpose of life, and then we can start our spiritual life.
Journey. Yeah, makes sense. Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
So shall we end it here?
Yeah, I think it's a good place to end.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.
Jai.
Bhagwan ki jai.
Yay.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Good. Okay, so, oh yes, let's stop the recording. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, chapter 1 ki jai.